Well, you're just fashion is just natural for you. I think that's what it is.
Your life.
Awesome. Athena, welcome. Hey guys, let us know in the comments below where you're coming in from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you guys. This is our first call since Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Let us know in the chats. I'm curious, besides all the amazing partner code deals and everything, if you picked up anything for Black Friday or Cyber Monday that was kind of exciting, throw in the chats like what was something that you picked up. That maybe you didn't pick up anything, which is fine. But I'm curious, Temecula, what's going on? A new brand partner. Yeah, that was good. That's really good right there. Vinali's good. Hey, Stacy, what's going on? Cindy, Kevin, what's up? Picked up an air filter. New golf cart cover. All the renew. Yes, the buy four, get one free was amazing. It's good. I can't wait to show you guys soon, but I got the cool whiteboard, so I intend on doing like a digital whiteboard. So I'm going to use it a lot to start to help you guys make more money. Who here's okay with that? You want to have some more opportunities and everything. So we'll do all the above. Rejuvenex, awesome, Athena. Blue Frog, need some of that in your life for sure. Awesome. Okay. Well, we'll get started here. 30 pack plus 10 noni. Awesome. All right. Well, if we haven't met yet, we have a lot of new people to the family, by the way. If you're within your first month or two, put a two in the comments below. And we just love to recognize you, celebrate you. I know, of course, we do these on replay too. So this goes out to them as well, too. But Teresa, welcome. Awesome. Don't be shy. Throw a two in the chat. Stacy, welcome. Athena, welcome to the family. This is your first call, even like super, super big welcome. Jay, Jessica, what's up? Great to see you. And if we haven't met before, my name is James Zheng. Cindy, hey, welcome. Yeah, if you see your teammates and they're new, shout them out. I know sometimes we could be a little bit nervous as well. So great to see you guys. Who else do we got here? Clayton, I see you. Welcome. Clayton has been the talk of the town. Jane, I see you. Jennifer, I see you. You're not going to hide from us. We're going to call you out. So let us know where you're coming in from. Hey, Beth, great to see you. Always fashionable. Hey, Pam. Awesome. My name is James, and we just came back. I literally just came back from Hawaii. Actually, I'm in San Diego, California now, because out there, and I'll have Fran talk about it. Fran, are you able to mute yourself real quick? Fran, I know, I'm just going to pull you on the spot there. Hey, Fran.
Hi.
Hello, Fran. All right, if guys, if you haven't met Fran yet, you got to hear her story. First, you've been on the body balancing program, you've been on the drops. How much weight have you lost on the drops?
20 pounds.
And how long was that?
In about 4 months.
Awesome. She is amazing, and you would not believe it. How young are you right now?
I'll be 60 this month.
It is literally impossible. But we were out in Hawaii. We were doing what we call drop talk. That's just a presentation to talk about the products and everything. And Fran, you brought a lot of people to that. How many people did you get started already? I know you're still following up a lot of people, but how many people did you get started
Um,
already?
7.
Seven new people? Dang. Guys, throw some emojis in the chat. That is absolutely fire. Fran, that is amazing. And congratulations to that.
You.
Absolutely. Also, I think you're promoted, right, to something.
Yeah, I'll find out on Friday.
Okay, something. She's got promoted to something, but it's all cool. Fran, congratulations to
Thank
you and
you.
everything. But we just came back and we were celebrating and we're launching the market there. We'll talk more about how to do a drop talk. Who here, by the way, would love to learn how to get 50 plus people in a room and just like do an amazing presentation, just have everyone sign up, right? Yeah. So on one of the next, we have what's called an IPA call, so an income producing activity call. I want to gear you in orange, especially if you're newer. We have a lot of resources here. When we say welcome to the family, we really mean that. You're kind of just dunked into and fire hose a lot of information, but it's okay. Like that's just a lot of fun. But one place as you're getting onboarded is the first page you should probably get to is this one. I've been seeing a lot of our newest partners get into Alice, our onboarding bot. I've been seeing you launch. I've been seeing you make your post. I've been seeing people like a Clayton. We heard he made his first post and within 20 minutes, I think, made his first sale. Like we have a system that when you post and you attract people and we have responses that we're going to give to you, will convert, will get you sold and everything, right? Athena got to Ultimate in first 4 Fridays. Let's go. Come on. Congratulations. In here, when you scroll down, we have a lot of events that are happening on. There's this tab that says weekly schedule. So in here, we actually have our weekly schedule events. There's other things outside of this, but these are the main ones that we're driving. So today we're on what's called the Tactical Tuesday. So this is more tactical, more skills based and stuff like that. Tomorrow, Wednesday morning, and then also Friday morning, if you're out here in the States, we have this IPA call. And that's when we talk about what's actually working. We talk about what people are doing, and we'll teach you other things like a drop talk, for example, which we will definitely want to plug in there as well, too. Okay. So just letting you guys know some of that stuff that's going on. All right. But the reason I want to call, I was so excited to come back today. We had a red eye flight. Who here's ever flown red eye before? And would you guys agree? Like airplane sleep is not the same. It's just, oh. But I was so excited because there was so much success. Guys, if you're new, if you're not new, the time that you're involved right now has been the best time I've ever seen in a business like this. Okay. I've been in this type of business for 16 years. I've shared the drops for 14 years. But what just happened with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I have never seen before. If you got promoted or if you had a teammate that got promoted, throw that in the chats below. Let's recognize all of you. Let's celebrate all of you. By the way, we will be doing some giveaways at the very end of this as well too. But we know there's so many, like we're trying to catch up with all of you because we had some massive promotions and you guys just crushed it. All right. But throw in the chat, what promotions do we all have, whether it's you or your team? Anna got promoted, Brenda got promoted, Darlene got promoted, Brenda Griffiths got promoted to director, Stacy Pacheco got to ultimate, Paula Allen is the senior director, Cassie, you can't leave yourself out of that wet officer, Jolene, new vice president, come on, let's go. Cassie said Michelle Schurter is a senior supervisor. Nadine is a vice president. Come on. Beth is a new director. Yes. Shelly is a senior manager. Clayton is a senior team lead. Darlene is a vice president. Oh my goodness. Steven got promoted to, we'll just call it director, Pam. It'll be director. Irma got hit ultimate. Wow. Wow. Okay. Melinda went ultimate. Valerie Adams, the new partner. Michelle went ultimate. I know, right, Dory? Dory, wow, got a ton. Dory, how many people did you get started, by the way, too? She was out there at the drop talk. We just posted yesterday. I was also with Winter Baker. She's our newest president. She's on her way back on a flight right now. We have Danielle Singh that just went CEO. Guys, these are $250,000 a year plus types of positions that are happening in this company, right? Senior Vice President Sheila. Dang, that's nuts. Oh my gosh. Anne went ultimate. Alima, awesome, went ultimate. Like, you guys are nuts. So if anyone ever asks, does this business work? Absolutely. Give yourselves a big round of applause. That is just huge, huge, huge. Gwen Director. That's massive, you know? I'll call on a couple of you because we've got to hear this. Gwen is on my screen. And I want you to talk about your story because what's our goal today? We want to celebrate, but we also want to talk about the next 90 days. Who here is grateful that you're here? But you're also not satisfied, right? Give me a wave or put a me in the comments. Like you want more, right? More health, more prosperity, more fun, more everything. Okay. That's a good normal thing. Okay. So we want to talk about how to make the next 90 days amazing as well. And I want to make sure that you can walk out today, no matter your experience level, with some really important fundamentals so that you know what to focus on. One of those key elements is this. Success does not happen by default. Who here is right? If you want to get fit, you can't just sit on your butt all day and then you just magically grow a six pack, right? If you want to get fit, you got to do some stuff or drop out, right? If you want to make money, if you want to be successful, if you want to grow your business, there are some things that we got to intentionally do. Gwen, how long ago did you get started as a partner in Partner Co?
So I joined October 7th.
2 months
Um,
ago, less than 2 months
yes.
ago. Awesome.
Um, I just really wanted to lose weight because I've been yo-yoing, and that's why I reached out to Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. And my drops came on the 12th, but I was busy, but like I was also scared. So I started using the drops on the 15th of October. And right away after 1 week, because I was like, no, I'm not gonna check, I'm not gonna check, but I checked anyway. I I went from 171 to 167 in 1 week. So
Four
I'm like,
pounds.
oh my pounds. So I'm like, wow, okay. So I told my husband, let's do this together. And and then I reached out to Anna. She also wants to lose weight. And I'm like, why don't we join the business? So I bought an ultimate pack right away. And because I have decided, I said, you know what? Because I was already struggling before. I was in another company. I told you about that. But I never. It was like always like a hill climb or a mountain climb. But
Hmm.
I didn't get anywhere. And Brenda is like, Gwen, here it's different. So I said, I told my husband, give me your blessing. Can I do this again? And he's like, whatever makes you happy, do it. So I did
Happy
it.
wife,
I
happy life. Wise
so
man.
so then he said, I can help you. I have friends. So I started posting. So I work nights. Every time I wake up at noon, I see messages in my messenger saying, tell me more, tell me more. So I sold, I reached out, and they wanted to get in. And it also helped when I was posting my promotions because I have skipped some positions and now director. And now people are like, until now, Jay, since
Hmm.
12 until now, I've been talking to people.
Wow.
And yeah, and I'm so fired up, including my sister in the Philippines. They don't even have the products yet. I've just sent them my machine link, which thank you, Darlene, for reminding me about the machine link. And so my sister now is also strategizing about how we can sell, because some people will buy bulk, and you know how it is, the conversion is different.
Hmm. Hmm.
It would sound very expensive there. So my sister's like, let's give them like loots so that if
Mm.
they bought bulk, then we can give them those, and depending
Mm.
on what the person, what she wants. If she wants beauty products, she wants sleep, she wants whatever, so we'll give them that. So we are now already strategizing, James.
Wow.
I I am a director. I'm thankful. I'm really thankful. I even just aimed. I said, I think I told you, I just wanted to reach manager by the end of December, but hey, I
Wow.
skipped that. Anyway, I was worried that my business would not continue because I'm going home for a month, but I don't think so now
Yeah.
because I have met people who are same as me and are I'm trying to help right now. Yeah, so that's just my story.
You're
But thanks to
crushing it.
Darlene and Brenda, really, they are very helpful.
Amazing teamwork makes the dream work. And what I know you did, Gwen, is when you got started, you had two goals, correct?
Mhm.
So first goal was to lose how much weight?
So I said, oh, okay. So I said by November 30, I should
Mm.
be down to 160. And I did that. I
Come
did
on.
160 at November.
Eh,
And I didn't even go to the gym that much because
wow.
I work night shift. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's huge. And you made a declaration to go manager by the end of the year, but you already outdid it. So
Yes.
that is huge. Gwen, congratulations
Thank you.
to you and the
Thank you.
entire team. I know it's a big teamwork effort, but guys, it's important. I want to flash this as well too, because I know some of you might be like, well, what are these titles? What does that mean and everything? So we have this thing called the six-figure blueprint, right? And every title in Partner Co, you don't get paid based on your title here. Like you can't take the rank to the bank, but there's averages that happen, right? You get rank based on certain production you do. It's a weekly plan in our business. Director is if you get 2,000 points in 1 week on your smaller line of your business. We build like two lines. Okay. But what we've noticed is, and this is a good way to gauge your goals, when you get to these positions, there's averages, right? Every title, every person gets paid differently depending on what you're actually producing in the week. But director, the top 5% there, they're engaged and active, they're going to be making like $2,000 a month, right? Like that's not a bad place at all. Who here? Put a two in the comments if you wouldn't mind an extra 2 grand a month. Like you can do a lot with that, right? So, um, look at these different types of goals and start to think with what you want in your family, in your life. What can an income target be for you? Money's not everything, but there's a saying that it ranks up there with oxygen, right? And we want to definitely do this so we can produce extra opportunities out there, right? So that's awesome that that happened there, Gwen. You also heard with Gwen, you know what I heard from her story? She's locked into our systems. When you go through our onboarding, you're going to get our done for you sales funnel called the machine. You're going to be using our boards app and you're going to be posting testimonies and people are going to come to you. One of the biggest keys, I hope you jot this down. If you want your next 90 days to be the best months ever, the leaders that make sure that you're following the system and you're duplicating the system is going to win the most. Okay. And you know what's good about the system? It's something anyone can do. You don't have to be a social media guru. You don't have to be an incredibly charismatic speaker. You don't have to be the best looking supermodel on the planet. You just have to be willing to follow a simple, duplicatable system, copy paste, post some stories, go through the boards and respond as well too, and then do the same for other people. And you're going to see how you can go from where you're at right now to a completely different place. I mean, Gwen just said she's now going international within her first 2 months of business. Who here would love to have your business take you to a different country in the next 90 days? Give me a wave, yeah, or put a me in the comment. Like, I'll lock it up, but why? Doing the simple systems that are in place and then continuing to duplicate that and helping your people do that as well too. Does that make sense, guys? Like that's really what it is. On the next front, to that same point, Jolene and Matt, can I just pull you guys up? If you guys don't know Jolene and Matt, they are incredible leaders, superpower couple. They're also prayer warriors on our IPA calls. You love praying out. And Jolene and Matt were able to hit vice president and help a lot of teammates as well too this last week. So guys, how does VP feel and sound to you?
Well, it was a goal for January. So it
Ah,
feels really good to hit it in December,
wow.
November, December. So yeah,
Wow. Oh
yeah,
my gosh. So
still
you did
learning
have it
them
as a
all.
goal.
Yes, it was a goal.
Got it. Can I ask you this question? Because this is a key point for all of us. Nothing happens until you make a decision. So in the next 90 days, I want to challenge everyone here in your business, set a goal, right? How did you set that as a goal? Like, why did you think vice president? Like, what does that mean to you guys when you're looking at goals?
It just sounded good.
Nice. Why not?
I don't know. Still learning all the rings. Like Gwen, we just signed up in what, September? Yeah, I think it was like September 15th.
90
So
days ago.
we didn't know what we didn't know. And
Mm,
so it just sounded good.
that's great.
I
Matt,
think a lot
anything you
of
want to
it,
add to that?
yeah, I think a lot of it also comes back when you have good surrounding support that can remind you what is possible. Because you don't know what is possible unless you see others who have done it. And like you said, you recreate it. And so, like for us, we're good friends with Allison. And
Mm.
no, we're doing nuts. But he's excited too. Although we're 2,000 miles away from her. Um, we see what was possible with her, and we're like,
Mm.
we can do that. And
Yeah.
it's because we have good support system.
Mm.
And it comes along with everybody. That's why we're on this call. We're all
Mm.
supporting one another. But
I will say also, it was planting that flag and
Mm.
deciding this was, like you said, making that decision.
Mm.
This is home and this is where our flag is planted. And so we need to build what God has brought into our path.
Mm.
So, I mean, having an event too, like that kicked us into high gear and really solidified that this was the right decision.
When you
So
talk about the event, are you talking about the one that you guys just did, that one?
yeah.
Yes.
Walk us through that a little. So it's been 90 days. Guys, 90 days. If you're not a vice president, who here would love to be a vice president? All right, give me a waiver, put a me in the comments. Um, that is big because you guys are a role model on exactly how it started from scratch and everything. So you guys did something out of the comfort zone and you did your own event. Talk to us about that.
Yes. So I worked at a Pilates studio before I went back to teaching. And we had been invited to come do a small business Saturday event with them. And we were kind of skeptical because there wasn't a lot of advertising that was going on. And so I was like, okay, well, I know I have previous clients. Yeah, there's our table setup. We took Tammy's advice. I think I watched Tammy's training 100 times. But we just kept it pretty simple, and really we had the option of being inside. We are in California, so we are going to say it was cold that day, but cold is relative. But we chose to be outside in between the two studios. There was another gal who was promoting collagen and electrolytes also. But we had made a decision, planted our flag. This was our company. This is who we represent. And we went out there, and I think we talked to everybody that walked in or out, held doors open. Yeah, I mean, our first customer, it was so amazing, dropped $325. Like, she's like, give me whatever I need. And we're like, we don't even have the drops yet. UPS did us dirty. So did Amazon. Neither of them were delivered on Friday like they were supposed to. And she's like, that's fine. I'll pick it up from you, or you can deliver it. So 12 o'clock, we got our box. My daughter's bringing us a box of drops. We blew through an entire 12 pack of drops in 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah. We were
Wow.
like, that solidified, this is home. This is where we should be. The sky's the limit now. Like, we could sell an entire box of 12 drops in one weekend. Sold. Like, this is
Wow.
amazing.
Wow. Just
think a
getting
lot of
in
it
front of
also-
people. Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it, Matt, please.
I think a lot of it also is the fact that I will say that this one right here is the brains on this operation. She is the one that created these boards. And that sells itself. When people walk up and they're able to see, James, you're on those boards. If the picture that you showed, you're the one that's flexing. That's you. I'm like, hey, that's one of our leaders. We have Allison there. They have this ugly mug on there from the Everglow, and I will tell you this: I sold an Everglow to a dude, to a guy who literally, yeah, there he is right there. Yep. I said, hey, the story on that is he gets
Another
collagen
collagen.
from another company, hates the taste of it. I was like,
Try it.
try this, and if you don't like it, then I'll buy it back from you. But try it.
Loved
So
it.
he
So
bought
did his
it.
wife.
He tries it. He loved it. I was like, I'm gonna one step on you. Let's put the Max 2.0 in there also. Shake it up. Now try that. And he goes, oh my gosh, can I get that too? And so it was great.
The other company had like all of these bottles out on their desk taste testing. And I was like, oh, we don't have that, Matt. We don't even have like protein balls. Like, Danielle has that amazing cookbook. We have nothing. Like, we have Max 2.0. Okay. If they want a Max 2.0, they can have a packet. We felt like, okay, what it is, but we are so encouraged and so inspired by that. We actually are doing a home show on the 13th and having an open house.
Wow. Wow. Come on.
So
Congratulations, guys.
We're
Yeah.
believing that we're going to have a house full of people. I don't know if we'll get 50, but here's the thing.
If not, how fast can you get here, James, from San Diego?
I can get there quick.
But I will say this: if we get one and we can change somebody's life, just go after the one.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
And that's what we were totally excited when the one gal bought like what she did, and I know what it's going to do for her, and I know the struggle she's had. Then I'm like, our day's made, but now we've been able to filter that out. And the best part is we got a brand partner too that day from that event.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay, one last question for you guys. If you were to go all the way back, because when I look at this, I'm always in the next 90 days. I'm always thinking I'm recreating my better story. I'm thinking, how do I get better from what just happened? So if you were to restart and you were brand new all over again, going through what you just went through, what would be one of the biggest tips you would give for that person?
Jump,
Yeah.
jump and go all in.
Yeah, I think that um, we can become really comfortable at times, and
Mm,
sometimes it's about being uncomfortable to become comfortable.
mm,
And then
mm,
stretch yourself again to make it uncomfortable.
And
mm,
lean on the people who are going to help keep you standing up. And
mm,
that's what this group has done. It's if there's anything it's taught me that because when we started this, I was probably my lowest of lows, and um, it's been so nice to have a community that literally, I talk about this a
Yeah.
lot. Literally, they don't stand in front of you, they don't stand in back of you, but they stand side by side and they help you stand up. And
mm,
so that is what we get with this group is we get collaboration, but we get people who literally walk the walk and they'll be able to talk the talk. And it's
mm.
amazing. What a great community this is.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that's been the huge, like the biggest thing was every single IPA call, every single call that's available, making sure that we're on it. That has really helped us believe in the community.
Mm,
Actually, I see Adela on here making a comment about Loving Events. We actually referenced her to a new brand partner who's she's like 77. She's like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And we're like, we feel like the young ones on here. So I'm like, you can do this. Come see the community. And she actually has been in Drop 2.0
mm,
and she has seen her posting stuff and
mm.
seen Katie. And so I'm telling you, yeah, in 90 days ago, if you would have told me what I know now about this group and the community and the leadership, that's what I would tap into more.
Wow. Good tips. Matt and Jolene, our newest vice presidents. It's going to change very soon, I know. Huge congratulations. Lots of wisdom. Guys, if you picked up even one tip from them, put a one in the comments below. Guys, success is not by luck. Success is by design. So if you look at everybody and you're like, if they can do it, so can I. But what are they doing that's different from me? Right? Like that's how to take notes. You're like, all right, they made a decision. They went ultimate right away. They started plugging into the systems. They plugged into the community. They're on almost every single call. And Jolene works a full-time job, right? Matt's busy. Like these guys have life. They have things going on, but they make it work because they've made this a priority. And hey, there's where the results come from in everything, right? One last thing, if you're jotting down notes, as you're reflecting over your last 90 days and you're celebrating, and then you think in the future, what do I need to do as well too? If you really want your business to explode in the next 90 days, here's one absolute fact and one absolute truth. It's like standing on the scale. You guys ready for this? Okay. Tim Sales says this, our master distributor all the time. I was out there with him in Macau and Tokyo, training the world. And he says this, if you want to grow your business, all we do here is get a presentation, a prospect in front of a presentation, drama or no drama. That's it. Matt and Jolene do an in-person event, get in front of a lot of people. Guess what? Drops are going to happen, right? You make a post on social media, people are looking at that. Guess what? People are looking at a presentation, right? You're getting people like Gwen did into the machine. That's a presentation. There's many different forms of what a presentation is. You do a live video and people start to look at that. That's a presentation, right? You bring your product with you with your family events. That's a presentation. The more people that you can share the product and the opportunity with in whatever capacity that it is, then the more success that you're going to have. And then when you duplicate that, that's all it's going to be. So one important metric to really think to remove the emotion out of it is to think, how many people am I actually showing this to? And I had to have a come to Jesus moment one day. I'm like, if I'm to be honest, I'm doing a lot of other things that are actually not productive, getting busy, but I'm not doing the main thing, which is getting people in front of the presentation. Follow our system, use the scripts, use everything, and those are the things that are going to happen. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Yeah, don't be afraid to share. The worst thing that can happen is they say they're not interested for now. Okay, so good. So next 90 days, start to think. Where do I want to be? I like titles. I like to use a mark and a metric, right? And I like to know that if I aim for a title, it'll land me income wise in a certain place. So think to yourself, and there's more than this as well too, but in the next 90 days, where would you like to land? Right? And dream something and don't worry about how. I asked Jolene, why'd you pick vice president? It sounded good. That's great. You don't have to have a crazy deep reason, but throw it in the chat if you're willing. Where do you want to be in the next 90 days in regard to title? Right? What would be amazing to have? Director Becca says, I've been seeing Becca out there. She's made some decisions. Adela officer, Cassie senior officer, Fran president, Pam president, officer, vice president, senior officer by March. Come on. Kevin says manager, senior manager, director. Let's go. Who else we got? Officer. Why not? Director Terry. Come on. Senior officer Nadine, manager Alita. Like just throw these out there and start to think, what do I really want in the next 90 days? President Michelle says, let's go, right? So many things are absolutely possible. Okay. Officer Shanna, Officer Sunny, let's absolutely do that. Okay. So let me give you a little bit of a framework. In any season of life, as an entrepreneur, you're going to battle many different feelings. One of the feelings is you're going to be super excited. If you did something cool, then we have to be a little careful sometimes. I have to too, because pride comes before the fall. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so good. This is amazing. Like, oh, but, and then I'm like, no, I got to keep some humility. I'm grateful. I'm excited. We're doing good, but there's so much more that needs to happen as well too. Okay. But we do want to reflect on what are the things that have been amazing in the next 90 days for my business, my health, like reflect on some wins. In fact, throw a word in the chat that reflects what you're proud about in the last 90 days in your business, in your life. Like what's something that's been something that you can say that's a win for you? It could have been a promotion. It could have been a health win. It could have been you showed up. It could have been you made a decision. It could, whatever that it is, consistency is a big one. Teamwork is awesome, right? What else is a big win for you? Right? Yeah, commitments. I think for me, it was being willing to travel to places, to people, to meet with people. Like that was a big thing that I was excited about. Belief in yourself. Okay. Helping a lady that really needs a win in her health. Good. Helping your team. First paycheck, Terry. That's huge. Helping a hubby go director. Yes. Learning from your mistakes. Consistency. You quit smoking, Jackie. Come on. That's huge. Wow. Wow. Congratulations. Yes. That's massive. That's massive. Dory help people, right? Like not doubting. These are amazing things that didn't quit and help teammates. That's half the battle, right? Not quitting. And who here knows we all struggle with the thoughts of quitting every day. It's a normal thing because we're pushing ourselves to move forward, right? Shanna said, sold a ton of products in your stock this last weekend. You're bringing 8 people to a drop talk. Wow. We can't wait to hear that update, Shanna. Way to go. Crossing to Maui. Yeah. Stacy qualified for the trip. Congrats. Awesome. So we have that. All right. Second question. Here's another thing to reflect. What didn't go well? Like, where did I fall short? Right? Like, some of us are the type that are so positive, we never look at the negative. Some of us are so negative, we never look at the positive. We need a healthy in between. We need both. There's good and bad. They're all experiences that'll either help, right? But what didn't go well, and you don't have to necessarily share it in the chat, but think to yourself, like, what could have gone better? All right, where did I miss? Did I have a goal that I didn't hit? Some of the best learning lessons come when you fail, when you miss. Can I share a quick story with you guys? So I'm the type, I'm curious, who here's more like me where I'm more the super optimistic one? Like I'm like glass is always half full. Put a 1 in the comments if you're like me. And if your glass is half empty, neither are wrong, by the way. Put a 2 in the comments if you're like more of the realist type of a person, right? And it tends to be that the optimist marries the realist, right? And the realist marries the optimist. So Becky is very much so the realist. I'm the optimist on my side. And I remember I made a bold declaration. I'm like, all right, I'm going to burn the boats. And I went up to the owner of the company. And there was a convention coming up. And I said, I'm going to be an officer I took out $100 bill. I had him sign it. And I said, I'm making a declaration in front of other people. I'm going to embarrass myself if I fail. And one of my goals was I wanted to be on stage to just get recognized and say that I did it, right? So super bold in front of a lot of people. The convention came around. Guess what happened? It was intense, right? I made a very big declaration. What do you think happened in that scenario? You would think I might crush it. No, I failed miserably. Like, absolutely. So I remember going up to that convention. I saw the owner. I felt like, shame and guilt and like, oh my gosh, like I made this whole thing. But in this business, it's never a failure. You simply learn. You either win or you learn. And I learned some things about myself. I realized I'm not, I need to be more, not as optimistic. I need to plan better. I need to be more serious about this. I need to stop just saying things without any merit to them or grounds to them, right? Yes, dream big, but also follow it up with your actions. And I'm like, I took a really big, serious look at myself and I'm like, I can't afford to have that happen again. And now we are much better at hitting goals and everything, right? But that's okay. That was failing was one of the best things that ever happened. So with that question, think to yourself in the next 90 days, what do you think is one thing that you need to learn? How do you need to be better? Right? If you have a word or words, as you think about this, throw that in the chat below. As you think about your goals and you think about who you need to become in order to attract those goals into your life, what are some aspects that you think need to become better? Throw anything in the chat as you brainstorm. These are questions that I'm always asking and I encourage to reflect on as well too. Closing, believe in yourself. Yeah, lead better. Conversion to brand partner. Gratitude, brave. Yeah, courage, right? Lead better for sure. Follow-ups, courage. Absolutely. Yeah. For me, I think I need to learn to better equip others. Like that's my obsession. How do I equip people so they can win, right? So they can feel like they can succeed, right? Do something every day, follow up better, courage, follow-ups. Yeah. All of these things. And here's the big secret, right? When you look at your goals, this is how I have learned to just win every single time. When you look at your goal, the goal actually is not the goal. The objective isn't the goal. It's nice to have. But the true work that you want to do is ask yourself this question: who must I become in order to achieve that goal? Jim Rohn says, success is attracted by the person you become. This business is personal development wrapped around a comp plan. That's the secret. So yes, work hard. Yes, do the pipeline. Yes, get people in front of the presentation. But you know what I realized? Yes, I can be in front of someone for the presentation, but if I don't have a great attitude about it, then it doesn't matter, right? I need to be more optimistic. I need to be more positive. I need to be a problem solver, right? I remember I learned how to get out of stinking thinking. I used to be super negative. I used to talk to a prospect and immediately think they're not going to join. They're not going to sign up. And I was like bracing for impact. And guess what? That type of energy, who here can guess, that's not going to get good results. So I learned to be expectant. I learned to be convicted. I learned to know that I'm passing confidence. When I talk to Jolene and we say, let's go, senior officer by March, it's already done. I've learned how to become more positive and convicted because I realized for the goals that I need to have, I must become like that. So where do you need to learn? Where do you need to grow? Jim Rohn also says, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. One of the biggest things I've reflected on, this business is really simple. We give you the tools, we give you the posts. Like, I mean, seriously, I was out in Hawaii yesterday. It was Cyber Monday. We're closing all types of stuff. I was with Peter Ho. He was housing me. Shout out to Peter. And we were just in his home and I was just on my phone all day. And we're wrapping up president runs, CEO runs, and then another CEO run, and then just titles and promotions and everything. And we're just on our phone. And at the end of it, it was a very good day. And I reflected, I'm like, this work is not hard. You know what's hard? Manual labor is hard. You know what's hard? Working 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life, expecting to retire, but you actually don't have enough to retire. You know, it's hard leaving your babies at home because you got to clock in somewhere, right? Like these things are hard, right? Military. I love military. That's hard being deployed. We're sitting at home on a phone. That's not hard. Hardest thing we deal with is rejection and failure. What else is hard? But a business that can literally build you a global empire, that can build you a legacy that you can pass on to your children, your children's children, that can pay for your travel and it's a tax write-off. Hawaii was a tax write-off. Who here would love your vacays to be a tax write-off? Like that's so cool, right? Like that's not hard. But you know what is hard? Life is hard. And we're harder on ourselves. So one of the biggest things that I've reflected on, especially these days with an online business, it's too easy to quit on ourselves. It's too easy to stay disconnected. I have some homework if you want to be real serious in the next 90 days. One CD, or now it's on audio, that changed my life. And I'd encourage you to watch this and listen to this on repeat. I've listened to this 1,000 times. Is Jim Rohn has a great audio called Building Your Network Marketing Business. If you've listened to this before, put a 1 in the comments. If you've never listened to it before, put a 2 in the comments. You can just YouTube it, search it up. Like, yeah, it's just, I've listened to this when I was broke. And it was the mental gym in my mind to just formulate my philosophy and my attitude so that I could show up better, to serve better, right? But it's so important. Just an hour, and I just plug it in, turn your car into a mobile classroom. If you ever hear me speak and you know Jim Rohn, like I live and breathe Jim Rohn. Like I can quote his stuff all day, but it's so big. Yeah, this is the only one that he did, Cassie, on network marketing. He made his first millions in network marketing. But I'd encourage to start listening to this. When I go to the gym, I listen to personal development. Right? You are a byproduct of the thoughts you believe and then the actions that you take. So this next 90 days, you know what I'm obsessed about? Being the best version of me, the best husband, the best friend, the best son, the best leader, the best James Zheng. Be the best you. But we have to be intentional about that growth plan. And one of those ways is to really become a sponge and a student of personal growth. And you'll find that when you become better and then you take the skills and then you take the systems and you amplify it. God, we all got access to the same stuff. What's the difference in outcome? It's the attitude, the mindsets, the actions that you take. So the next 90 days, be better. Look back 90 days from now and be proud about yourself. If you're down to commit to the next 90 days on your own growth plan, put a yes in the comments below. Like it's so important. It's the biggest thing. Okay. Doesn't matter the tactics. I mean, those are helpful. Those are secondary. 80% is attitude, 20% is skill. Okay. So we got that going on. To cap off the goals, one thing I've learned in this business is events do matter. If you want to plant your flag, if you want to really build up your belief, because belief is everything. If you don't believe in the product and the company and yourself, well, you can only duplicate who you are, right? One of the nuclear warheads, and it'd be a disservice if I didn't talk to you about this. And I've monitored guys for 16 years, stories of success and stories of failure. Let me tell you one common factor on everyone that succeeds that does. And let me tell you one common factor of everyone that fails that doesn't do. Successful people in this business make it a priority to attend events. No matter what. They find a way to afford it. They find a way to move around the schedule. They find a way. The others find an excuse. And you can do whatever that you want. My mentor said you can either make excuses or you can make money. And I'm like, oh, gosh. And I was a broke college student. I'm like, dang, this is hard. But you figure it out. So in North America, at least, in the next 90 days, we got Destin, Florida. It's going to be thousands of people, all the founders, all the execs. Everyone's going to be here. Fun party night, like an amazing place to stay. But this is the next big event 90 days from now. Does anyone already have your ticket, by the way? Let us know in the comments below. If you are in Australia, New Zealand, we're going to Gold Coast in March. But in North America, it's going to be Destin. Awesome. Congratulations, everyone that said yes. to grabbing your ticket already. There's still pre-sale tickets for the next 10 days or so. It's like $89, guys. It's like nothing crazy. Okay. But you want to go here to be around the environment, to hear the stories, to meet the, like Jolene's talking about Adela, right? To know these stories, but to really build up your belief. You know what else you're going to have here? Recognition. One of the big targets that I'd set is to get promoted so that you can get recognized. Walk the stage, feel like a superstar, market, promote, right? There's nothing wrong about recognition because it builds up your self-confidence, right? Now it's not the number one thing, but enjoy it. Like that's a healthy thing to have. See, we want to get you recognized, but we also want to get your people recognized. So if Jolene and Matt want to go senior officer, they're already thinking who's going to go officer, who's going to go vice president, who are my directors going to be, who are my managers going to be, right? So you're going to start thinking about these things and you're going to go and start planning this out. But my recommendation is grab your ticket if you haven't already and start planning out where you're going to be by then. We'll cap off the 90 days with your goal by then. Okay? I'm telling you, people are coming from all around the world just for this one, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to hear about it over and over and over again. So if you don't have your ticket, but you're committed to grabbing this ticket, put a me in the comments now as well, too. Like, I know some of you are like, oh, I just heard about this. Guys, it'd be so much fun. Like, we all need each other. Like, we all need to really rub shoulders and have a hug. Like, that in itself could just change your life, and you will not be sad to be around this Partner Co family, all right? Come on, let's go. We'll see you there. One quick plug here too. Here's a couple goals to think. As we do that Destin event, this is for serious people in this season, right? Everyone's got different seasons. We're looking to constantly expand our leadership circle. If you're like, this is my season, I want the most mentorship. I'm hungry, I'm starving. I can't wait until next year. I need it now. Like, this is my time. We're going to open up around Destin. I think it's going to be Thursday before that Destin event. For those that are officer and above, since the Partner Co experience we had this last year, or if they're officer and they re-hit an officer check, we've already confirmed with Katie Holt Larson, our president, that we're going to have a special officer and above mastermind, lunch, celebration, but also some serious masterminding together. And we're going to really get to know corporate. I want to introduce you to corporate. I want to make sure you're on a first name basis because you need that relationship. I want to open doors, but also I want to open doors within you and figure out how do we get you to the next level as well too. You will walk out transformed. You will walk out empowered. You will walk out different. It'll be a different experience from the actual Destin conference. It'll be something that'll unlock another level of you. So you want to make sure that if that's something that interests you, be an officer ASAP. Okay. If you're in Australia, New Zealand, we're doing the same thing, but in Gold Coast as well too. If that interests you, put OFF in the comments below, right? Some of you, that's your time. Some of you, it's not. It's okay. Maybe it'll be your time in the future, right? So we'd love to see you there. And I see your names. And I can't wait to lock arms and really take it to the next level, right? Last thing, and this is something I challenge for everyone here. You guys being on here, you're serious. You made it on a Tuesday night. There's so many other things to do during the holiday season, okay? We also have, when you launch your business, we say go ultimate, get top pay. From there, we say enroll 2 brand partners so that you can start building your team. And we've opened up this millionaire mentorship that allows us to give you things that we just can't do on a day-to-day here. Okay. If you're already in this, put a MM in the comments below. Like, we have a lot of you that are in here and it's so fun. We postponed it a couple of weeks because of Black Friday and stuff, but we're going to be back in town with this. Awesome. Congratulations, everyone that just made this. I know Cassie had a goal for this. She set a target. She just hit it, for example. So congrats to her and everyone else in here. But I'm actually going to start now. I have a cool whiteboard. I'm going to start doing, I'm doing a 7-figure Partner Co comp plan masterclass. So if you want to understand the details of how to max out this plan and how to help others do the same thing, and I've worked with this comp plan for 14 years, I would submit, and this is not to toot our own horn, probably in the entire company, me and Becky are probably one of the best when it comes to maxing out the comp plan. because we know how this works. And that's how we've had the most people go officer and above in this group. So if you want to make 5 figures, 6 figures plus, you want to be in this group. Okay. Anyone can be in here. It's really simple. You go ultimate. And then number 2, you enroll 2 brand partners within 30 days. You can start this at any time at 200 points each. We just want to make sure you have some people to work with. Our goal is to empower leaders. So if you don't have a partner to lead, it won't really make sense, if that makes sense. Okay. If you're not yet in this and you want to be in this, put me in the comments. And if you are in this, my challenge to you is, who else can get into this? These are things. Darlene, you got to come in here, 100%. Darlene feels the pressure now. She's like, my team's exploding. I need to know how to do this now. I know, to the next level. Let's go. We'll see you guys in there. Okay, and just whenever you do that, let us know. We'll invite you in. I'm going to start this up again next week. This week we're taking another hiatus. But it's going to be good. I'm going to aim to complete that masterclass by next week as well, too. Okay. Whew. Okay. We got a lot going on. Last words, and then we'll do a giveaway. All right. I've been in network marketing for 16 years. I've been selling these drops for 14 years. I've been through many Black Fridays and many Cyber Mondays. And what we just experienced, I have never experienced by far. Guys, there's this word called momentum that you hear being thrown around, right? Everyone says we're momentum. But what is momentum? This is what my mentor defined as momentum. Momentum is when you're doing the same thing week after week, and the next week, you just see a 50% bump in your paycheck randomly. Like, you can't even explain it. It just, boom. Because the company's doing what they need to do. The team is doing what they need to do. You're doing what you need to do. There's this wave of energy and surge that is for a limited time that helps bring everyone up. I have never experienced momentum before in my career. It's been a fairy tale for me. There's blips, but not a company momentum. Guys, what we just saw with what corporate did with us, they listened, they planned this out. They were on top of it with IT and promotions. They are in sync and in step with the field. I looked at that, I'm like, oh my gosh. If you heard, we tripled expectations in Canada. We exceeded expectations of sales in the United States. And this isn't just happening in these markets, it's happening around the world. From John Deere and our owners down, everyone is lockstep. We're a 2.5-year-old company, $350 million a year, with legacy products that work like the drops in Noni, with a comp plan that's a top paying, with a bill of rights that protects you, with a culture that's contagious, with a field and a corporate partnership that no one else has, with no drama, with marketing and IT and things that are just getting aligned to fix. Just wait till Destin. They're going to do some announcements that you're going to be like, oh my gosh. And we have systems that beat out everything. And we have a team of collaborative, amazing people. When it comes to a perfect storm that leads into momentum, and I'm calling it right now, this company is going into momentum very soon. We're not yet there. Very soon, in the next few years. But you do not want to miss out on this boat right now. This is a once in a lifetime unicorn convergence of things. That's why we're all working really hard. We're having fun, but we're like, this is the time that can set up you and your family for legacies to come. This is where legends are made. So if you've ever doubted, is this the time to go all in? And whatever that means for you, right? An hour a day, 2 hours a day, and all in mindset. This is that time we're leaning extra in. And I invite you as a friend. I invite you as someone that loves you. I invite you as somebody that wants to partner with you to lock arms with us and to go run this plan together, because your future generations are going to thank you years down the line. Okay? So if you're excited about the next 90 days, go on Destin, you're going to get these promotions, you're going to help your people, do all those things. There are 100 in the comments below. Let this be your decision day. Don't wait until the New Year's. This is the best time right now. And I welcome you to the round table. We need all of y'all to do this together. Okay? Perfect. So with that said, tomorrow morning we have an IPA call. We'd love to invite you back. We're going to dive into more things. Check out the chats and everything. But we do have some giveaways. We're going to give out 3 today. And we got some cool things. Sunny Yang is the maestro behind the scenes. Shout out to Sunny. And I got some stuff in my hands here. We talked about Max 2 or Electrolyte. Who wouldn't mind winning some of that? We also have Sugar Stop, much needed in the holidays. I know. And I also got a bottle of Advantage. So let's see who is going to win this. First will be Max 2.0. Let's spin that wheel. Let's go.
You got it.
Do you have a ninja as your cursor? I love it.
I do.
Come on. Yes.
Me?
It's going.
Oh, wait. Did I rig myself? No way.
Who says Sonny rigged it? No, I'm just kidding. Sonny, congratulations, man. Well deserved. And that goes to you. So we got Max 2.0 to you. Sugar Stop. He definitely did not rig it. That's so funny. Next up. That's funny. That was hilarious. All right. Who's going to win this one?
Oh, so close.
Brenda! Congratulations. Our newest director. We got you. All right. And last but not least, we got our Advantage. Who's this going to go to?
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. I think it's more dramatic without sound. Teresa Johnson, congratulations. Hey guys, if you want, reach out to us, send us your address if you don't mind. We'll get those out to you as well too. Congratulations, everyone. Guys, we are so proud of each and every single one of you. There's a reason why you're here for this season. It is not by accident that you're here. I believe you were called for such a time as this. And we're going to do some amazing things in the next 90 days. Guys, thank you so much. Let's crush it. Other than that, feel free to mute yourself. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everyone. So fun.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Take care.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
See you tomorrow. Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.